Hashmap Megabytes.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Hashmap Megabytes. My name is Yufei Wong and today I'm going to guide you through the Hashmap Data Migrator tool. The first thing you'll need to do is to get the code from the repository. It's currently in a private repository but will be available to the public in the future. Once you've acquired the code, the next step is to install the required software and related packages. The first of which is Python 3.6 and above. Once you've installed Python, it's highly recommended you create a virtual environment, and you do this by running the following command in Python, python-m venv, calling the virtual environment env. In this case here, I've already created that virtual environment. The next step is to activate this, and you do this by running the activation script. Simply env scripts activate. See here that is now activated, and finally, we'll need to install the required packages. So pip install -r requirements .txt. With dependencies resolved, finally you'll be ready to begin to run the HDM. You'll need three things to run HDM, the first of which is a manifest, which tells HDM what to do. The configuration is separated into stages. And in this video, I'll be showing you an example of this. In this example, the demo will be showing a transfer from a Netezza database to a file system, and then from a file system into Azure Blob, and finally from Azure Blob copied into Snowflake. The format of this manifest file will be described in the README file documentation. It's important to note that for almost every source and sink, it will require a env configuration field, which will point to a specific environment and connection info, which leads to the next item, a hdm profiles.yaml file. What this file does is carry all the connection info along with a grouping header. In this example, you can see the grouping is called dev and connection information for Netezza, Snowflake, and Azure. This file needs to be placed in the user's home directory under the .hashmap Data Migrator folder, as shown here. As a final step before running, you may want to create schemas and tables in your final destination. HDM has the capability to automatically do this for you if you're moving data from Netezza to Snowflake, and future translation combinations will be created in the future. In this example, I've already replicated the schema into Snowflake, and I'll show this to you here. Here I have a Netezza instance with a test table under an admin schema, and something similarly created in Snowflake, admin test. Now that we can begin, we can run the command hashmap data migrator.py. There are three fields here, only one of which is mandatory, which is the manifest path. The other two are log settings, if you want to adjust your logging for Python, and finally the environment setting, which will set the grouping for the connection info. By default, if it's not provided, it'll select prod, but since we don't have a prod setting, we'll be setting it to dev. So hashmap data migrator.py, manifest, test manifest.yaml, and we set the environment to dev. As you can see here, we had two original rows in our Netezza instance. We outputted into our temporary directory the CSV files, which were then imported into Azure and then copied over to Snowflake. And you can see our test data is entered here. And that's it. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe for more Hashmap content.
Hashmap Megabytes.